Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from English Heritage. They run a lot of the historic castles in the UK, and it's their Wassail. There you go. It's described as a full-bodied fruity beer with an underlying hoppiness. Looking forward to this. Plain black cap, red label. If you're watching from the UK and you know what the word Wassail is, please put it in the comments box. 6% ABV, and it's been brewed by Ballard Brewery. Might be a bottle condition one, so I'll just leave a bit of that in the bottom of the bottle there. Beer in the glass is a classic English looking bitter, strong session bitter. It's ruby red, this one for me. Hint of kind of an amber colour to it. It's a one finger off, slightly off white head. It's got a nose to this beer. It's a very interesting one. It is very kind of hoppy, but English hops. It smells like it's a sweet that it brings to mind. A raspberry ripple. It smells exactly like one of them little chocolate bars, a raspberry ripple. It's got that raspberry sweetness, that coconut almost in the nose, with the raspberry and the chocolate. It's got an aroma of chocolate. Smells really good. I'm going to dive in. Cheers everybody. Oh wow. Wow, this is nice and bitter, really full on and bitter on the back end. It's nice and creamy. It leaves a creamy lacing on the inside of your mouth. But then these really nice bittering hops kind of creep up on the back end. It's very traditional. You can imagine you kind of they've really gone for the with it being English heritage, they may very well have dug out an old recipe for an ale. It probably wouldn't have been a clear beer back then. It would have been cloudy, but it gives you a sense of history and heritage. It does. We've been brewing some amazing beers from amazing breweries for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years in the UK, and this is trying to tap into that kind of romance of it all, of drinking a good old-fashioned ale, as some folk might say. Cherry, raspberry, bit of chocolate, perfumed, like a floralness going on. It's lemon. It's got a bit of a kind of a lime bitterness as well going on. But that bitterness is crazy. It's really good. It's really good. This is my first beer from Ballard's Brewery. Let's see if it is a bottle condition beer. Oh, actually it is. So what I mean by a bottle conditioned beer is there's yeast sediment left in the bottom of the bottle. It's the second fermentation process. It's how they would have, again touching on the history, it's how they would have got that carbonation going, got that fizz going in the glass without forced carbonation. Not that I got anything against forced carbonation, but I just like the kind of romance of it all, the kind of looking back, the history of brewing beer. I'm going to rate this. Let me just give you a quick. It's probably going to talk about a lot about the English Heritage. So we hope you enjoy our delicious range of English Heritage drinks. They represent the very best of the fruits, hops and flowers from the English countryside. Yeah, it's very good. It's a very good session bitter, and they've touched on that. It's English ingredients. It's proud. Even though I'm a Welshman, it's proud English heritage. There's so much kind of history in the UK, especially in England, that yeah, they're proud of this, and so am I. It's a decent beer. I'm going to rate it. English heritage, Ballard Brewery, Wassail for me. It's very fruity, it's very perfumed, it's got a lovely lacing, lovely mouthfeel. Everything I'm really covered already. It's enough for me to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 beer for me, the Real Ale Guy. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to my daily beer reviews, and cheers!